Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome all of you, my dear students, to the Introduction to English Language course. My name is Miss Asmاء Abu Samra. Today, inshallah, we are going to continue Unit 1 and we are going to study together Lesson 4. Please open your book, try to take notes and listen carefully. Let me remind you first with the communication goals of this unit. خليني أذكركم بأهداف الوحدة. As you know, number 1, meet someone new. Number 2, identify and describe people. Number 3, provide personal information. Number 4, introduce someone to a group. Today, inshallah, we are going to cover the last 4 goals. احنا اليوم راح نغطي الهدف الأخير من هذه الوحدة بالدرس الرابع. Introduce someone to a group بمعنى تقديم شخص لمجموعة من الآخرين. Introduce تقديم. Okay. Open your student book, page 10, and in this page you can see that we are going to have a reading section. This is reading. And as I all the time keep telling you that reading is the key of learning. زي ما دائما بحكي لكم إنه القراءة هو مفتاح التعلم. Because when we read, we learn, we get information, we have new vocabulary, and try to test our information related to grammar and expression. دائما بالقراءة بنتعلم كلمات جديدة، بنحاول ندمجها بالقواعد التي قمنا باستخدامها طوال الوحدة. And again in the reading section sometimes we practice certain skills. كمان بنتدرب على أشياء كمان تتعلق بمهارات القراءة like skimming and scanning, how to search for details, how to search for specific information. كيف ممكن أدور على معلومة معينة أو أقرأ بشكل عام من أجل التفاصيل. Before we read together, I want you to look at the picture, look at the title. Again, this is an article about 3 people. I want you to look at the title, the pictures, the names, because we need to take information before we read, okay? What is the title of this reading article? Can you see the title? شايفين العنوان? Yes. Who uses English? Who uses English? Who for person? من يستخدم اللغة الإنجليزية؟ Who دائما السؤال للعاقل. It's different from where and different from what, different from when. Okay, انتبهوا لأداة السؤال. Okay, and can you think with me how many people are there? How many people? Yes, there are 3 people. 3 people. What are their names? And if you can look here, we have the name of the person in front of each picture. This is his name is Mitsuko Tanaka. Okay, and this is Lizia Marcus, and this is Hamza Itani. So these are 3 different people. Maybe they are from 3 different countries. Okay, and where are these people from? Where are they from? This means that I need to read in order to find the information. Okay, I want you to read and try to take information, but I will help you again and we will listen to a recording, okay, of these 3 reading, passages. While you listen, I want you to highlight or circle any difficult vocabulary you may face. وإحنا بنسمع نضع خط أو دائرة حول الكلمات اللي إحنا بنستصعب منها, and inshallah we will discuss it in the live session. Okay, listen carefully.
Page 10. Reading. Read and listen. Who uses English?
This is Mitsuhiko Tanaka, a computer programmer at an international publishing company in Japan. He is originally from Sendai, but he works at his company's offices in Tokyo now, where he lives with his wife, Tomiko, and their young son, Hiro.
English is very important in our work. We use it to communicate with colleagues who speak many different languages at our offices all over the world,
says Mr. Tanaka.
We also get visitors several times each year, so we use English for our meetings.
At home, Mr. Tanaka gets new ideas about computing from websites in English on the internet. He also uses his English in social media to keep in touch with friends all over the world.
Meet Leticia Marcus. She works as a financial manager for a Swedish automotive company in Curitiba, Brazil, where she was born and raised. She is single and lives with her parents.
I use English every day.
Miss Marcus says.
We use it in most of our emails and meetings and for calls to Sweden, the US, and France.
In her free time, she likes to watch movies in English.
It's good for my pronunciation,
she says.
This is Hamza Itani, an executive assistant at a 4-star hotel in Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates. Mr. Itani lives in Dubai now, but his hometown is the city of Beirut in Lebanon. At his job in Dubai, he uses English every day. Business travelers and tourists from many different countries stay at the hotel, and English is the most common language they communicate in.
Sometimes our guests need a tour guide, and if I'm not too busy, I use the opportunity to practice my English.
When he's not at work, Mr. Itani enjoys watching English language TV.
It helps me a lot,
he says. Mr. Itani is married and has a 1-year-old son.
Okay, now after we have listened, let's read for more details. And if you remember that this person is Mitsuhiko Tanaka, and this is his picture. What is his job? Yes, he's a computer programmer at an international publishing company in Japan. So he is Japanese and he works in an international publishing company. Publishing company بمعنى انه بيشتغل في شركة خاصة بالنشر وهذه الشركة عالمية او دولية. He is originally from Sendai. Originally it means his origin, منشأ أو مدينته الأصلية. But he works at his company's offices in Tokyo now, where he lives with his wife Tomiko and their young son Hiro. Now, in the current time, he is living with his wife and his children and he works in the company offices in Tokyo. مازال بيشتغل في مكاتب الشركة في مدينة طوكيو وهو يعيش مع زوجته وابنه. So he is married, yes. English is very important in our work. This is his speech. هذا كلامه إنه اللغة الإنجليزية مهمة في عملنا. We use it to communicate. احنا في البداية درسنا حاجة اسمها communication goals وهنا هلا عندي communicate يعني نستخدمها من أجل التواصل with colleagues who speak many different languages. مع الزملاء colleagues. زملاء العمل اسمهم colleagues. زملاء الصف اسمهم classmates. Okay? Who speak many different languages at our offices all over the world. بما إنهم international company معناته مكاتبهم حول جميع أنحاء العالم, says Mr. Tanaka. We also get visitors several times each year. Several times بمعنى مرات عديدة خلال السنة يأتوهم زوار. So we use English for our meetings. نستخدم اللغة الإنجليزية من أجل اجتماعاتنا. At home, Mr. Tanaka gets new ideas about computing. طبعا بيحاول إنه يطور نفسه في المعلومات الخاصة بالكمبيوتر وهنا computing بمعنى الحوسبة from websites in English on the internet. So he is trying to look at different websites, search on websites in order to find information that can be useful to his work. طبعا بيدور على معلومات على أساس إنه يطور نفسه في العمل ومعظم هذه المواقع كانت باللغة الإنجليزية فاللغة الإنجليزية بتساعده إنه يطور من نفسه. He also uses his English in social media like Twitter, like Facebook, like Instagram to keep in touch. keep in touch حلوة الكلمة هاي، احنا نستخدمها بمعنى للتواصل أو البقاء على تواصل with friends all over the world، بمعنى في شتى أنحاء العالم مع الأصدقاء. طبعا احنا لما نتواصل مع حد أو نقول له دايما خليك على تواصل معنا بنقول له keep in touch، keep in touch. Good. Now let's go to the second. Is she or is he? Yes, she is a girl and his name is Letizia Marcus, and this is Letizia. She works as a financial manager. Financial بمعنى مديرة مالية for a Swedish automotive company in قروبنا, which is in Brazil, where she was born and raised. Born and raised. طبعا automotive means this is like a car company، كأنها شركة سيارات أو شركة خاصة بالعربات. Was born and raised, this is the name of the city. نشأت وترعرعت في هذه المدينة. By the way, she's Brazilian. She's single and lives with her parents. Single، ما زالت غير متزوجة وتعيش مع والديه. I use English every day. Ms. Marcus says we use it in most of our emails and meetings, and for calls to Sweden, the US and France. We use it in most of our emails. يستخدمون اللغة الإنجليزية في أغلب الإيميلات. and meetings، إيش يعني meetings؟ الاجتماعات. and for calls to Sweden. calls يعني المكالمات الهاتفية، اتصالات اللي بيقوموا فيها شركتهم مع Sweden. Sweden is a country اللي هي السويد. the US الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية and France اللي هي فرنسا. In her free time, when she is not busy, she likes to watch movies in English. في وقت الفراغ تحب مشاهدة بعض الأفلام. Why? Because it's good for my pronunciation. Pronunciation بيساعدها على النطق الكلمات بشكل جيد. وزي ما أنا علمتكم في بداية المحاضرات you need to listen a lot in order to speak a lot. تعلم اللغة الإنجليزية I need to listen, okay, a lot. Okay, the last person, if you remember, his name is an Arabic name. His name is Hamza, and this is Hamza. He's an executive assistant at 4-star hotel in Dubai. He works in a hotel and he is executive assistant بمعنى مساعد تنفيذي. executive بمعنى ينفذ أو منفذ، و assistant بمعنى مساعد. in Dubai in United Arab Emirates. مستر إيتاني، لاحظوا هنا استخدم الألقاب مستر مز، واستخدم اللقب مع العائلة. هيك احنا تعلمنا. So Miss Itani lives in Dubai now, but his hometown is the city of Beirut in Lebanon. At his job in Dubai, he uses English every day. Business travelers and tourists from many different countries stay at hotel. عدد كبير من رجال الأعمال اللي هم business travelers، رجال الأعمال المسافرين، and tourists السياح، okay, visit their hotel بيأتوا لزيارة الفندق. and English is the most common language they communicate in. واللغة الإنجليزية هي أكثر لغة بيتواصلوا فيها. Sometimes our guests need a tour guide. Our guests، شايفين استخدام الرeflexive pronoun أو ضمائر الملكية اللي هي possessive pronoun، عفوا possessive okay adjective. Our guests، our guests بمعنى ضيوفنا. need a tour guide. a tour guide بمعنى يحتاجون إلى مرشد سياحي. and if I'm not too busy، لو ما كنت مشغول، I use the opportunity to practice my English. opportunity أنا بعتبرها فرصة. to practice my English عشان أتدرب وأطور من اللغة الإنجليزية الخاصة فيه. When he's not at work, Mr. Itani enjoys watching English language TV. It helps me a lot. طبعا في وقت فراغه لما بيكون وسط العائلة watching English TV بيحب يتفرج على البرامج اللي لها علاقة باستخدام اللغة الإنجليزية because it helps me a lot. بتطور له في لغته بشكل كبير. Mr. Itani is married and has 1-year-old son. Now, according to our reading, can we answer some questions? Yes, of course. After we understand the whole article, let's try to do exercise A and B. Okay, page 11. ما زلنا في صفحة 11 بالstudent book. We will try to answer exercise A and exercise B. And if you can notice that exercise A, N for information, استنتاج المعلومات. Maybe these information are not mentioned directly. لربما المعلومات ما ذكرت بشكل مباشر, so we need to infer. Okay, and maybe we have more than one answer, so be careful. لربما يكون عندي أكثر من إجابة واحدة. Number 1. Mr. Tanaka uses English to teach classes, with colleagues, to watch TV, or to use the internet. Can you think of the answers with me? Yeah, with colleagues, good, that's correct, and to use the internet. But the first one is wrong because he's not a teacher to use it in the classes. Okay, number 2. Ms. Marcus uses English at work. How? In emails, in meetings, in international phone calls, in phone calls to other cities in Brazil. What are the correct answers? Of course, in emails, that's correct. In meetings, very good. In international phone calls, very, very good. But again, there are no information, or there is no information about Brazil and phone calls. Number 3, Mr. Itani probably uses English with hotel guests from hotel guests. And if you remember, they use English as a common language. So I think the guests should be from Canada, Brazil, and China, because people in Lebanon are going to speak Arabic. Okay? B. Scan for facts. Scan for facts. Scan باللغة الإنجليزية بمعنى read quickly for certain information. إن أنا أقوم بالقراءة سريعة. طبعا هي ممكن تترجم بمعنى مسح، بمعنى أنا بقوم بقراءة القطعة and look quickly for certain answers. أبحث بسرعة عن إجابات محددة. And I'm not going to read for details. مش حدور على معلومات مفصلة أو مجزأة. Now here we have 3 columns. The first is for Mr. Tanaka, and the second for Mrs. Marcus, and the last one for Mr. Itani, and I need to fill it. But while we fill it, try to ask and answer questions. خلينا نخلي عليه أسئلة وأجوبة. Where is Mr. Tanaka from? Okay, and what is his job? And what is his hometown? Yeah, his occupation is a computer programmer. This is his job, is a computer programmer. Where is he from? He's from Tokyo, Japan. And okay, what is his hometown? His hometown is Sendai. He is staying in Tokyo, but this is his hometown. هو يعيش الآن في مدينة طوكيو، لكن مدينته الأصلية is called Sendai. Now, can you fill the answers? Is he married or single? Yeah, he is married and he has 1 son. He is married. Okay, now you need to fill the information. I'm not going to read the answers. You are going to read. What about Ms. Marcus? Okay, job or occupation. That's right. Where is she from? Excellent. What is her hometown? Very good. Is she married? Think quickly. No, yes. Do you remember when we said she is living with her parents? ما زالت تعيش مع والديها. Okay. The last person. What is his occupation? I'm talking about Mr. Itani. What is Hamza's occupation? Hamza's occupation, yes, of course. Executive assistant, very good. Where is he from? Okay, I'm sorry, where does he live? He lives in Dubai, yeah. And what is his hometown? Is he originally from the United Arab Emirates? No. He's from Lebanon. Is he married? Is he married? Yes, he is married. Excellent, excellent. That's very good. Let's try to move to another exercise, and this exercise is related to the reading session or section again, and this is introduce someone to a group again. Read the information about each person, then complete the two introductions. جاي من كلمة introduce يقدم. Introduction معناته أنا بقدم هذا الشخص بمقدمة معينة. Now if you can see here we have two pictures, a girl and a man, and here we have certain information related to name, nickname, occupation, hometown, birthplace, age, favorite actor بمعنى الممثل المفضل, and favorite sport الرياضة المفضلة, and others. Now what should we do, Miss Asma? We need to fill in the spaces here with the information from the card. So like we are speaking about this person and like we are introducing him or her to a group. كأني أنا حابة المعلومات الناقصة وكأني بحكي عن الشخص كمعلومات كأني بقدمه لمجموعة من الآخرين. So can we do the first one together? Yes, we can do the first one together. Look at the information in your book and try to fill it with me, and you will do the second picture alone at home, okay, as a practice. أنا حاعمل معاكم الجزئية الأولى وأنتم راح تعملوا الصورة الثانية كتدريب في البيت. Okay, 1 minute. Here we have the answers. Again, where did we get the answer? We got the answer from the card itself. This is Victoria Wang. This is her name. Her name is here. هي اسمها هنا. But everyone calls her Vicky. The nickname Vicky. الكل يناديها. Do you remember when we talk about formal and informal? احنا استخدمنا اللغة الغير رسمية ما بين الأصدقاء. So everyone calls her. How old is she? She's 22 years old, and she's a photographer, مصورة. Ms. Wang lives in Shanghai. It's a city in China, مدينة في الصين. But she is originally, this is her hometown, بحكي عن المكان اللي نشأت فيه, from a city called Wuhan. And I think Wuhan is famous for us now because it's the place where the coronavirus started. Okay, this is the place where the coronavirus started again. Her favorite actor is Will Smith, and her favorite sport is tennis. So can you see that this is like I'm using the introduction. Everyone calls her because she's a girl, and I'm using simple sentences using is and am and are. Can you do the same? Can you do the same about the second man? I think you can do it at home and try to compare your answers to the answers here. And I think it's very easy to practice this at home as an exercise. رجاء إنكم تعبوا المعلومات الخاصة فيك كتدريب, and while you are filling the information try to ask the correct question. وانتم بتعبوا البيانات رجاء استخدام صيغ الأسئلة. What is his name? How old is he? Where is he from? Okay, that's good. Here we have something called note padding, and like we are taking certain information, this is a good practice for you and for your partner in order to practice asking and answering questions. And here we have a notepad, and I need to fill it with information related to my friend's name, his nickname or her nickname, his occupation, his hometown, her birthplace, for example, if I'm talking about a girl, her age, her favorite actor, her favorite sport, whatever. Okay, but please be careful while you are completing this. You need to use the correct language. This is, his name is, okay, her name is when I'm talking about the girl. طبعا المطلوب هنا ان انا اقوم بعمل حوار بيني وبين زميلة لإلي أو زميل، وأقوم بالإجابة على بعض الأسئلة بتعبئة البيانات الخاصة بالاسم، بالاسم الخاص بالنيك نيم، بالoccupation اللي هي الوظيفة أو الجوب، الهوم تاون يعني المنشأ أو المدينة الأصلية أو مكان الميلاد. Remember this because we will use this exercise in a writing practice later. تذكروا معايا هذا التمرين لأنه المعلومات اللي إحنا راح ناخدها بهذا الشكل راح نستخدمها in the writing exercise later. حنستخدمها في تمرين خاص بالقراءة فيما بعد. Okay? Here we have another interesting exercise, but this is from your workbook page 84. عندي جزئية مرتبطة بهذا الموضوع وهو تمرين خاص في الورك صفحة 84. And if you can see here we have a man, and this man is a very famous tennis player. هذا لاعب تنس مشهور. So he is a famous athlete. Read about a famous athlete. مستخدمين الادجكتيف بتذكرين before the noun. And this is his picture. And this is his name, his nickname. His name is Roger Federer. And his nickname is Federer Express. And his occupation is professional athlete. Now, what is needed here? شو المطلوب? Now write a paragraph introducing Roger Federer. مطلوب إني أنا أعمل قطعة أقوم فيها بتقديم هذا اللاعب. يبقى بدي أحكي this is Roger Federer. Everyone calls him Federer Express, like we did in exercise. Okay, I think B or C in on page 11. نفس الشيء اللي إحنا عملناه في صفحة 11 when we talked about the two people, of the student's book as a model. نأخذه كنموذج ونقوم بتعبئة البيانات. Can we do it? Okay, Miss Asma, yes, it's easy and it's fun. But I want you, when you write the sentences, be careful about the grammar, about using the pronouns, the possessive pronouns. Every time here we are going to use his, we are going to say he is. So be careful when we use the sentence. طبعا انتوا حتعملوا هذه الجزئية في الورك بوك alone، بس لازم تنتبهوا لاستخدام الفيربي واستخدام الضمائر. Okay, we are now on page 12, and now we are finishing the 4 lessons, and here we have the last part. Every unit is going to end with a review. كل وحدة من الوحدات بعد الانتهاء من الدروس حتنتهي بريفيو بمعنى عرض أو مراجعة for the 4 lessons, and it's a good practice in order to collect the information we have studied so far. عشان أجمع فيها المعلومات اللي أنا درستها حتى الآن. First, on page 12, you have exercise A. This is listening. And in this listening, we are going to listen to a recording twice. And if you can see here, we have a table. We have 4 different people, 4 spaces to fill in with occupation information and nationality. And here we have nationalities: Australian, Brazilian, Polish, French. It means they are going to be mentioned in the recording. I want you to listen twice. First try to fill in the nationality, then try to fill in the occupation or whatever. طبعا احنا رح نسمع الآن لتسجيل صوتي ب4 أشخاص، وهذا تدريب إنه يذكرني باستخدام الدول والجنسيات. and talk about occupation too, about jobs. حيحكي عن الوظائف. When we listen, try to fill in the all column by try to think about the countries and nationalities, and think again about the jobs of these people. فكروا بي أو ركزوا في الاستماع على وظائف الأشخاص وعلى جنسياتهم. Let's start.
Page 12. Review. Exercise A. Listen to the conversations. Conversation 1.
Is that man over there David Egan?
No, that's George Decheverry. David's not here today.
Who's George Decheverry?
He's the new manager.
Really? Where's he from?
He's from Marseille, in France.
Conversation 2.
Who's that over there?
Her name's Sonia Pereira.
What does she do?
They say she's an artist.
Is she from around here?
No, she's from Sao Paulo.
Oh, so she's from Brazil.
Conversation 3.
Are you from around here?
No, I live in Miami, actually. The name is Mark. Mark Zaleski.
Hi, Mark. I'm Lila. What do you do?
I'm an interpreter. I work for SBT.
You're not from Miami originally, though, are you?
As a matter of fact, I was born and raised in Warsaw, the capital of Poland.
Conversation 4.
Is that Marjorie Baxter?
Yes, it is.
I heard she's the new office assistant.
That's right.
Is it true she's from Australia?
That's what I hear.
Now listen again and write each person's occupation and nationality. Conversation 1.
Is that man over there David Egan?
No, that's George Decheverry. David's not here today.
Who's George Decheverry?
He's the new manager.
Really? Where's he from?
He's from Marseille, in France.
Conversation 2.
Who's that over there?
Her name's Sonia Pereira.
What does she do?
They say she's an artist.
Is she from around here?
No, she's from Sao Paulo.
Oh, so she's from Brazil.
Conversation 3.
Are you from around here?
No, I live in Miami, actually. The name is Mark. Mark Zaleski.
Hi, Mark. I'm Lila. What do you do?
I'm an interpreter. I work for SBT.
You're not from Miami originally, though, are you?
As a matter of fact, I was born and raised in Warsaw, the capital of Poland.
Conversation 4.
Is that Marjorie Baxter?
Yes, it is.
I heard she's the new office assistant.
That's right.
Is it true she's from Australia?
That's what I hear.
Okay, now let's check our answers together. What about the first person? I think he's a man. Yes, George is a man. So what is his occupation and what is his nationality? He's a manager and he is French. He's a manager and he is a French. Okay, good. What about Sonia? What is her job and what is her nationality? She's an artist and she's Brazilian. She's an artist and she's Brazilian. Yeah, good. What about Mr. Mark? Mr. Mark is an interpreter and he is Polish. An interpreter, متذكرين interpreter معناته مترجم فوري, and he is Polish from Poland, من بولندا. And the last one, okay, Ms. Baxter, she's an office assistant بمعنى مساعدة في مكتب أو مديرة مكتب بمعنى, and she is Australian. Office assistant عفوا بمعنى إنها مساعدة في مكتب, and she's Australian, she's from Australia. Good, we have another exercise which is exercise B. Complete each statement, circle the correct word, and this is if you know, this is a good practice for countries and nationalities. I'm just trying to do 2 or 3 sentences because I think you are familiar with this. بس حاعمل جملة أو 2 لأنه إحنا صرنا متعودين على هذا التمرين. We are from. From means I can use the city or the country. لما بيكون موجود from فيني أستخدم المدينة أو الدولة. So we are from Chinese? No, China. China. Good. He's, there is no from here. So he's Australian. Australian. Good. Number 3, she's from Italy. Italy. Very good. And now you can continue the answers alone because I think the answers are so easy for you this time. Very good. Yes, very good. Be careful when you read these sentences and try to pick up the correct answer. Okay, let's move to another exercise, which is exercise C. Complete each conversation in your own way. You don't need to give real information. So I need to fill in the spaces and I fill it here already. So what city are you from? I'm from Gaza, and this is true information about me. هذه معلومة صحيحة. I answer the question. What is your email address? My email address, then I can write it. Are you a teacher? So I can say yes, I am. If you are not a teacher, you can say no, I am not. Number 4, here we have a space and here we need to have a question for the answer. I am from Canada. So the question is, where are you from? Where are you from? I'm from Canada. Number 5, another question. I am a graphic designer. What is your occupation? طب ممكن يا مس أسماء نحط job برضو ظابط بظبط. So what is your job? What is your occupation? The last one, great to meet you too, means this person is responding to a greeting. معنى إنه الشخص هذا بيرد على تحية. So I need to use a greeting. So I can say, it's a pleasure to meet you. How nice to meet you. Okay, أنا هنا كاتبة إجابة لكن إحنا عندنا خيارات كثيرة. If you remember, how nice to meet you. Okay. Good. This is a good practice for conversation, and we can practice this, okay, in our dialogues and speech. Now, the last exercise is writing. Write a short description of the classmates you interviewed on page 11. بتذكرين المعلومات اللي احنا خدناها على النوت باد من أي زميلة أو زميل لإلنا. Include the following information. I need this time to write a paragraph about that person. أنا الآن حضر أكتب قطعة عن هذا الشخص. Try to use the information here like first name, age, occupation, hometown, birthplace, and favorite actor, sport, and you can add any information you wish. Okay, and look, the example should be like this. My partner's first name is Peter. His last name is, for example, Hugs. Okay, he is 20. Whatever, try to fill in the spaces according to your friend's name. طبعا بتعبي الجزئية الخاصة بالكتابة من خلال المعلومات الخاصة بصديقتك. Okay, I think this is easy, but again this is a good exercise for writing. هو سهل لكن تدريب جيد على استخدام الجمل باللغة الإنجليزية. The last part is like a competition. We need to make something like oral review. It's like something we practice together, but unfortunately this is something we can do with more fun, okay, but when we are in the class, because we can divide each other into 2 groups and try to make answers and the questions in terms, okay, of pictures, and try to give correct responses. For example, here we have a picture for a famous actor. This is Will Smith. This is his real name. This is his occupation. He's a singer and an actor. He's married. This is her birth date, تاريخ ميلاده, and this is his birthplace. And we have other information about his favorite colors, ألوانه المفضلة, favorite food, and favorite, actor. His favorite food, sweets, بحب الحلويات. And his favorite actor, Harrison Ford, وممثل المفضل شخص يدعى Harrison Ford. Now, it's normally good to practice by asking and answering question. لو احنا حابين نتدرب على هاي الجزئية، فينه يكون شخص بيمسك المعلومات وشخص بيكون بيعمل أسئلة. Okay, for example, what is his nickname? Okay, and the second person try to get information about that person. It will be fun. Inshallah, we will practice this, but in the live session inshallah احنا حنتدرب على هذه الجزئية، لكن في المحاضرة اللي بتكون مباشرة inshallah. We have now reached to the end of Unit 1 and the end of Lesson 4. And now, according to finishing these 4 lessons, now we are able to meet someone new, identify and describe people, provide personal information, and introduce someone to a group. احنا هنا وصلنا لنهاية الدرس الرابع في الوحدة الأولى، والآن احنا صرنا قادرين على القيام بأربع أشياء. meet someone new. تنسوش استخدمنا كلمات زي it's a pleasure to meet you, how nice to meet you. استخدمنا العبارات الخاصة بالintroducing. This is I would like to introduce you to. كمان أخذنا جزئية تانية identify and describe people using adjective. Handsome, beautiful, fantastic. Okay. Provide personal information using countries and nationalities. And introduce someone to a group اللي هي كان درسنا اليوم اللي هو تقديم شخص لمجموعة من الآخرين. I hope that you have enjoyed Unit 1 together. بتمنى إنه إحنا تكون استمتعنا بالوحدة الأولى. إن شاء الله our next meeting with Unit 2. Okay, next week إن شاء الله we are going to start Unit 2 together. Till that time, okay, please stay safe. See you next time. Bye now.